Said this one traded for my first big win. Jonathan Fink on the line tonight, with a pack in hand and a story that bites. Old paper, new spark, name on the card. From basement deals to a full-on start. Collected and connected, collected and connected, trading the truth.
Hey, what's up? Jonathan Fink, Sports Card Collectors Club, and this is a Card Life Chronicles hobby update. Today I want to talk about the Topps new packaging for their blaster boxes and their value boxes. Two different names for the same thing. For years, the blaster box, I don't actually love the name value box because the price keeps rising every year. It seems just too ironic. But the blaster box has been the same size. This is Topps. This is Panini. This is Upper Deck. They're all the same. Now, look, the manufacturers have gotten a lot of heat from the community for price inflation, prices rising year after year, and also shrinkflation. Less packs per box and less cards per pack. Now, look, corporations have an object and a goal of making profits and increasing profits. They have shareholders and they have to appease their constituents. So it's frustrating for the collectors to watch rising prices, but it is what it is. Especially when these manufacturers see the prices of their products immediately on the secondary market going for much more. What are they supposed to do? Why shouldn't they raise their prices and capture that extra margin? And they should try to, at least. And my thing is, the pendulum will swing. If prices get too high, if there's eventually not enough value per box, people will stop buying them. And if that happens, then the pendulum will swing back and prices will come down and more value will be added to the boxes with more packs and more cards. So I think it's just a function of economics and free market capitalism, and I think it's a good thing. However, today I want to give some props to Fanatics and Topps for their manufacturing. Look, I have an MBA from UMKC. I focus more on investing and entrepreneurship and marketing, but I do appreciate all those operation and management classes I had to take. And so I appreciate how a factory runs. I appreciate how corporations and engineers define ways to increase efficiency and increase productivity. And look, the new value box or blaster box for Topps Chrome is same amount of packs and cards as last year. But if you compare it, you'll see to Topps Chrome Football, it's significantly smaller, right? And it's very reminiscent of the Pokemon booster bundle. Now that's only 6 packs. Topps Chrome is 7, but you get the point. It's a big difference. And look, I think that they say that it's helping the environment. They're going to consume less cardboard. For them, it's more profits, but it's also good for the distributors and logistics management. The trucks will be able to carry more boxes. The shelves at each store can hold more product. And so I think this is a significant improvement from Fanatics and Topps. And so the skeptic will say it's just a way for them to make more money or save money. And I think that's true. But I also think that's the whole purpose of capitalism and entrepreneurship, is to be as profitable as you can. And the consumer has a role in this. If these corporations get too egregious with their price inflation, shrinkflation, then the consumers will stop buying their products. Personally, I think that, there's in economics background, you learn about substitution. People will start ripping more junk wax that's cheap. You can buy a high box of 1988 Donruss for $30. So, the hobby will find its equilibrium. What I like is how it's free market capitalism. Let the market decide what prices should be. Let consumers and producers find that supply and demand. So from my perspective, I say to Topps, great job. You guys take care. God bless.
He pulled a stain from a shoebox lid. Said this one traded for my first big win. Jonathan Fink on the line tonight, with a pack in hand and a story that bites.